Good morning, Jaipur. It's a great pleasure and honor to be between these great leaders, speakers, and the audience which is willing to listen. Two messages which I want to give. One is a Car Your Life, which is my signature program, which I learned in my life. This is something which you have not read anywhere, but Car Your Life is a program which I have experienced and I'm going to share with you. And second is that how to live a great life you deserve, which means that I believe, just like me, everyone deserves a great life. A great life doesn't start with material things like money and materialistic success or business or anything. It is more valuable than just those materialistic things. And everyone can live a life he deserves. Are we living that life? If not, how can we live? So these are the two things I'm going to discuss. The first part is a Car Your Life. In 2009, I was in Los Angeles visiting Getty Images and I saw these beautiful sculptures. And these two beautiful sculptures, someone was explaining me about the beauty and history about it. And he says that, someone asked a question, Michelangelo, the sculpture, that how do you create these beautiful sculptures? He answered that I don't create beauty from marble stone. He said the beauty is there in marble stone. All I do is just remove unwanted part. All I do is just remove dirt off. I just clean it up. The beauty is there inside that marble stone. Our life with pure originality is amazingly beautiful. All we do is add up things which we don't require. Unwanted things, the thoughts, several information which we never require in our life, we just add on to us and we never lead a life which was provided to us. You, yourself, if it is a life, you are the stone and you are the sculptor. If you have to bring beauty out of you, you have to make something impressive, something impactful, then you have to take a hammer and chisel and do hard work on yourself. No one else can do it. Someone can motivate you. All of us here are not going to do anything except just motivation and some information. But it's you who is going to take the hammer and chisel and remove unwanted thing from your life and try to bring beauty out of you. So man cannot remake himself without suffering, for he is both the marble and the sculpture. And to further demonstrate this thing, I'll share a very simple slide. Just two lovely kids of mine, Naman and Manan. Now they are grown up, but this is the time when they were started walking. They were trying to walk. When kids are so small and they try to walk, you can't teach them. Cannot be a motivational speaker and tell them, balance like this, step like this, do this thing. You're not going to do slideshow or anything to them. All you can do is just be a distant observer and see what they are doing. What they do? They try, they fall, they again try. They fall again and they try. Do they blame anyone? Do they say anything? Do they criticize? Do they say anything? What they do actually, they have no other thing in mind except trying to walk. They don't even run any other thought in their mind. And right now, if I ask you to learn a new skill or maybe tell you to start something new, how many things you will bring in your mind? Oh no, I'm not in situation, I don't have resources, I don't have money, I don't have power, I don't have family support. So many things will come in our mind because we have built thoughts and education which has killed already our creativity. But a child doesn't go through all those thought processes because his mind is just pure. His creativity is eternal and he doesn't know anything else than putting effort. What I'm trying to say is that we have ultimate power. We have everything that required to move forward. Nothing else actually is required. The inner strength which we have is more than enough. But we don't do that because we have built lots of thoughts and we have built lots of opinion, and that's the reason Carve Your Life is nothing but simple principle of cutting unwanted thing from your life. So I am going to share a few points. The first and foremost point is, let's say if you are 500 people in this room, the information which I'm providing to you right now is the same for everyone. The slides which I'm showing is same for everyone. But the process, the information, the way you are taking is entirely different. The words which you are focusing right now is entirely different than the word he's focusing. And this process comes from lots of things which we go through in our life, our past, our experiences, our knowledge, and so many other things. So what happened that situations and information remain same all our life. But some people are able to find opportunities in those situations. Some people are able to see far beyond and they say, okay, here I can create a business. Here I can take a job. Here I can do something new. In the same situation, we create different opportunities. And why we are able to create? Because our mind, which is processing information, is able to see few things which other person is not able to see. And we do not allow ourselves to be open to let our mind do this process through our life. We keep on listening to other, we keep on reading, and which is a good as an information, but eventually you have to believe in yourself, you have to believe in your ability, you have to understand that what is your inner strength is and what you're trying to say, your inner self is trying to say to you, and accordingly you have to actually take decisions in your life. And to help you out, I'm going to share a few simple tips which will help you to decide what life you should live. And you want to live whatever life, you have all the option. You want to be a smiling person, criticism you want to do, or angry, or whatever, is up to you, absolutely up to you. But here are few principles which I'm going to share with you. And one of them is a lean management, which some of my colleague speaker might have not heard this term, because this is not in, they don't use this term in leadership program. This is a manufacturing term. It came from Toyota car from Japan, lean management. And I feel so amazing. I was invited to speak about this topic in Iran, and where I was enlightened to see that if we use this particular thing in our personal life, it's just amazing. What's a lean management? In lean management, people have said billions of dollars, their 45% production has come up by simply cutting the wastage from the life and focusing what matters in life. We waste our time in energy drainers. Energy drainers could be, just browsing through internet, or spending so much time on social media, or just doing few things. I have heard so many times my friends come and say, Dr. Prem, when we sleep, we plan something, next day morning we go to office, we start typing, do work and all, and at the end of the day, we know that we have done some work, but we feel that we have achieved nothing, except just exchanging few emails or communicating. Almost every have this experience that you start your day with energy, you do lots of things, you know that you're working on something, but at the end of the day, you don't realize that you have, you don't feel that you achieved something, because there are energy drainers. You're not able to understand what are the things which are draining your energy. To carve your life, all you have to do is cut wastage from your life, believe in yourself, and then work on self-leadership. Those few simple principles of self-awareness, self-control, self-knowledge are going to work. But sometimes many people come to me and say, Dr. Prem, you're saying really great thing that I should, carve my life and create a beautiful picture out of me, create a beautiful sculpture of my life. But say we don't even know. We know that we have to create a sculpture out of our stone, but we don't know what kind of life we should create for ourselves. Are we doing good thing in our life? We are working in some company, we are getting paid and all, but we just don't know that are we living a good life? That's a major question you might want to ask yourself. A major question, that am I living my life? Am I living a great life is a different thing, but are you living your life? What I mean by your life, you have been provided with certain qualities, certain ideas, certain capabilities. And if you do not exploit those capabilities, and there is a great thought and says that success is nothing but reaching to full potential of what you have. This. The success is all about that you have certain qualities, you have potential. Are you reaching to maximum potential to those qualities which you have? If you're not able to reach, you're not successful. But most important question people ask me, how to find that what qualities I have? Because there is a career trap. Uh, you studied engineering and all of a sudden somebody gave you job in some other field, in marble industry. You worked over there, you got a good salary, and then what happened? Next year you got the promotion. So your basic knowledge was engineering, but you started doing something else. Now that something else is giving you good revenue and it's running your life and running your family. But there was some basic thing which we were not able to do it. So this next part of my presentation is about live a passion driven life. The happiness of a man in the life does not consist in the absence but a mastery of a passion. If you say that, then I do not have any great passion, I just want to live the life, you're not going to be happy. Passion is not with what everything excites you. Have you seen a car going and lots of dogs trying to catch a car? Often you might have seen that you were driving a car and lots of dogs come and try to catch car. So there's two people were walking and they saw this situation. So one asked that, dear friend, do you think so this dog is ever going to catch this car? Another person responded, well, the question is not that whether he's going to catch a car or not. Question is that what he's going to do even if he catch a car. Nothing. So what we do, we get excited. And excitement is not a passion. We see movie, we feel like okay, I should be a model or actor. We see a speaker, I should be a speaker. We see author, I should start writing. These are excitements. Excitements are not passion. There is a big difference between passion and excitement. Maybe excitement brings happiness and joy, but passion might bring fear in you because you so much want that. And that's why you're not starting, because you see that lots of people are doing. So how to find passion in your life? Listen to your inner voice. Meditation can help you. Listen to your inner voice. Sneak peek into your childhood. Go back and see what you were doing at child age, which were making you happy, which were making you relax, making you to do something more, which you are very happy. Or think about that if you get 3 month free time, what you really want to do. You don't have any problem with money, you don't have any problem with family, you don't have any problem with the universe. What you want to do? Just think about these things. Travel. We were discussing yesterday, and I am fortunate, just like other my colleagues, travel a lot. I have traveled to 45 countries, and I travel a lot, and I feel amazing because travel gives me detached observation. I am in routine every day when I'm at home or work, but when I travel, I'm detached to the world, and I'm able to think, what is my passion? What I actually want to do? Try new things so that you can see what excites you really, what really makes you happy and makes to do something. Introspect, understand your life, understand your passion. These are the key elements by which you can find passion, the true passion. Now you might ask that, okay, Dr. Prem, you're saying a lot about the passion, but if I follow passion, what will happen? I mean, I'm already running a good life, I have good job, I'm okay, I'm doing okay, but why should I have a passion? Because if you work in area of your passion, if you somehow able to work in area where your passion is, you will be more focused, more patient, and you will have more inner strength. You will be able to do more. What is that more? You will be unstoppable. You will be able to take risk. So it's extremely important to work in our passion area. But then you might have a question that A, here this is situation A, you are already working, which is your passion, let's say. It's a great situation, so you have to just master it. You have to become master. But most of us are not blissful, or let's say most of us are not fortunate to live the life of passion. So what we do, we have a life for survival. We survive through job, or maybe a family business, or maybe some work which we are doing. We are surviving, but our true passion is maybe writing, or maybe doing yoga. Our true passion is to helping us, speaking, being a motivational speaker. But we are doing other job to meet our survival. So what you do in such situation? The idea is very simple. If you're not doing something in your passion and some other things are giving business, it's a passive income. It's a great thing to have. Don't lose that. You can work 9 to 5 in that area, but then make sure that you have started spending some time in your passion, something which you want to do for yourself, and reach to a point where your passion is started to give you survival money. Once a passion started giving you survival, trust me, the extra energy you get from the following passion, you will be able to achieve far more beautiful things than you would ever achieve by 9 to 5, because you will not be feeling powerless anytime at all. Ultimate objective of our life is to contribute meaningfully. Well, the rest thing will automatically come. Do not worry about anything. The divine nature is such that it is going to take care of everything. And with this last story, I'm going to conclude my presentation. So a boy was walking on a beach, and there were like thousands of starfish came out of water. Thousands of starfish. So boy was picking the starfish and throwing back in the water. So an elderly person saw that boy and say, "Hey boy, can you see those thousands of starfish? Of starfish. You're not going to throw all of them back to the water. You cannot do that. It won't make much of difference in world. By throwing few, it will not make much of difference." So the boy picks up one more starfish, gently throws back in water, and he says, "Well, it made difference to this one. It made difference to this one. It doesn't matter how many people I'm able to motivate or inspire or do things. If I'm able to do even one, I feel my life is purposeful. And if I'm able to learn and understand from you something, and if I'm able to share the experience and knowledge, I feel my life is purposeful." Thank you very much.